Hi guys. So this is one of the assignment that I gave for a job in consulting. So there were two case studies that this organization gave me. This organization was working on education consulting and consulting academic institutes and strengthening them. So they had the studies on education only. The first case study, so one of the case study was that there's a University of Excellence. It's a prestigious university, a private university with strong alumni network. It has noticed a decline in alumni engagement and donations despite ongoing alumni events and benefits, weakening its connections with graduates and impacting both fundraising performance and institutional reputation. So they already gave me these findings that they had from a survey, which says that alumni event attendance has decreased by 20% in the past 2 years, and donations have declined by 15%. Then the communication rate was also 2%, and alumni benefits were only 5% that were reported to be used by the alumni groups. And all of this has caused the reputation, the overall reputation damage, and it has declined by at least 35% in the past 3 years. So I developed a whole robust alumni engagement strategy. And before going to create the strategy, I made a few assumptions, and these are the assumptions that I made. So I said that there's a private university. This is the private university. I'm assuming it, and it has a national presence. Already have some existing events and benefits, but they're not personalized, segmented, or value driven. They have very limited engagement infrastructure. Alumni are professionally diverse and geographically dispersed. Currently, resource constraint exists, and but the team is ready to expand. And UE wants basically a high impact, low to medium cost initiatives. These are all the assumptions that I made to come up with the strategy. So I then identified what are the key factors that are contributed to the problem. So what are the reasons that due to which this is happening? So I wanted to get down to the factors that were influencing, like why the alumni engagement attendance has reduced, and the donations has reduced. So these are also, of course, assumptions based that alumni events feel repetitive and not very useful beyond social catch-ups. In alumni benefits, what could be the reasons that the benefits are not availed by the alumni network? So one of them could be that the benefits are not very relevant to the alumni's current professional lives, and all that. You can just read it here. And of course, there was poor communication, and I think that this is the one area that the organization institute needs to improve. And I thought that the reputation is more of an outcome than an input, and all of these things are happening, and because of that, reputation is getting distorted. So that's why I have put it down in the orange, and these ones are in the blue. Suggest engagement, especially events, need to be designed to maintain alumni interest, relevance, access. Benefits need to be redesigned, and of course, the communication channels and mediums needs to be redesigned. So there's the problem statement that I have identified, that there is definitely poor communication, there is a lack of value and interest driven initiatives, and a lack of robust strategy for alumni program, because there are events that are happening, but they're all in happening in ad hoc, and the people are not able to get the benefits from those. And finally, I developed this really amazing goal slide, which I'm really proud of. So I made this goal slide into three categories. One is that when the communication is strong, which I thought that it is the biggest area of development for that university, but because the email opening rate was only 2%, so the communication needs to be improved. The first goal is that the information needs to be shared with the stakeholders, as in the alumni, and the information should be relevant and accessible. Then the second goal was to have a better engagement channel. So their interest and participation should be there. There should be a value exchange in between. So it's like a ladder is kind of happening from bottom to up. And finally, when the communication and engagement goals are achieved, the relationship is basically will be achieved when there is the alumni can feel kind of sense of belongingness, and they have a kind of sense of attachment with the university, and they can be the attrition rate could be reduced. So all of this will lead to university reputation scores by at least 10% from the baseline within 2 years. Now I identified what is the target, because I didn't have the targets, and what are the alumni the university was engaging with. So I divided it into three levels: one at career level, the second at geography, and the third by interest. So I divided at the career level that there might be four types of people. One who are in early career, 0 to 5 years; second, mid career; third, senior; and then fourth, of course, the distinguished ones. And I had written there what is the strategic role, what are the types and needs and motivation, and what is the best delivery mode to kind of connect with them. The second was, of course, the category, whether they are local, national, or globally placed. And then the third was by interest, but I said that with this we can do it later with some kind of a Google Forms or something. And it will be important to segment them to by interest, to know which kind of alumni will be interested to do which kind of events, and so we can have design better benefits for them. Then I also made a whole slide on what are the team requirements, like university alumni program organizing team, who all would be there, and of course the alumni team and who all would be there. And I thought the green ones are, of course, the alumni, but they will be like the volunteers, and they can just come in kind of a pact with the main alumni program organizing team, and start the whole alumni program, because I think together only they can solve this issue and strengthen the alumni program. So finally, I developed this whole communication strategy in which I said that we need to the university need to have all of the communication channels, because earlier they were only doing it through emails, as the information that I had, and they were interacting really less with all of the communication medium. So I said that we should be having WhatsApps in which there's one dedicated group of highly engaged alumni, and separate groups for different batches, and of course relevant information passed to the main person who is in charge of different batches, and then they send it to other groups. And of course then we have LinkedIn, and you also talk to them, and a separate alumni portal needs to be developed. And then of course I wrote the whole content strategy, what all needs to be there, what are the different pillars that need to be there, what is the kind of content that will be produced, because right now it was all happening very ad hocly, so it had need to have some kind of a system. So like one alumni voice, we need to have one quarterly alumni newsletter covering alumni journey, achievement, cross batch stories, and of course taking feedback surveys. You can go through the entire slide if you would like. And then this was the main slide where I described how the alumni program will happen. I took the reference from universities like Harvard, Oxford University. I also shared the link of the references. I basically said that there could be 6 initiatives that the university can take. One is city chapters. This is very famous, and many university do that. They basically initiate 4 to 5 city chapters in which they have some alumni groups, and they come and participate, have some voluntary conversations. Then the second is career development. So they need to have more programs and events for more career development. They need to develop a mentorship program where older alumni mentor earlier career employees. The third initiative could be industry events, where basically all the key industry events, all the alumni participate, and it is also facilitated by the organizing team for entrepreneurs, TED talks, specific industry topic discussions. For example, if someone is in finance, or if someone is in social sector, then different industrial events as per the professional background of the group. The fourth is campus visit. You come back to the university, immerse in the system. The fifth is lifetime access to learnings, and it's an online portal that you can develop. And finally, an better advisory and of course impact. So you have close group events and invites for leadership and management team, and special invites to alumni on discretion of committee. Focus on plan for universities development, donation, value achieved, and alumni program vision and feedback. And these are the details of each of the initiative, like what could be done in the city chapter, what could be done in the career development, etc. And these are basically the energy slides. So this was my one case study. I had two actually, and that was the other one was also very difficult. These are some of the references that I had used. In this video, we have only covered first assignment, first case study of the assignment. In the second video, we will cover the second case study. So yeah, that's all. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like to know more such case studies and how what kind of assignment comes for consulting. I will be uploading all the assignments that I have done so far. Okay, thank you. Bye.